Across the vast horizon of the African continent, something powerful is unfolding. From the cobalt-rich hills of Congo to the oil fields of Nigeria, Africa has become the center of a silent global race. A race not fought with armies, but with investments, negotiations, diplomacy, and influence. This is the new geopolitical battlefield of the 21st century. Africa, the continent that holds the minerals, the energy, the youth, and the future every superpower wants. And today, you will understand exactly why the US, China, Russia, and Europe are all fighting for a stake in Africa's rise. Deep inside the heart of Central Africa lies a treasure that powers our modern world: cobalt and lithium, the essential minerals that drive every electric vehicle, smartphone, and battery, powering the global clean energy shift. More than 70% of the world's cobalt comes from one place: the Democratic Republic of Congo. Massive lithium deposits sit quietly under the soils of Zimbabwe and Namibia. Here, the future of technology is literally being mined out of the earth. 2 decades ago, China saw what the world did not. They moved fast, acquiring mines, constructing transport networks, and tying mineral contracts to infrastructure development. Today, Chinese companies dominate the cobalt supply chain. The United States is now trying to catch up, but China's head start is enormous. This isn't just an economic advantage, it is a strategic grip on the world's EV future. Because without Africa's minerals, the world's clean energy dream shuts down. Move west toward the Gulf of Guinea, and the story changes. But the battle does not. Africa's oil reserves remain some of the most valuable in the world. In Nigeria, Africa's largest oil producer, pipelines stretch across a nation trying to balance revenue and instability. In Angola, oil rigs pump millions of barrels that feed China's energy demands. And in Libya, beneath a land torn by conflict, lies crude oil so pure it's among the highest quality on the planet. China is now the biggest buyer of African oil. The United States is fighting to maintain influence with longtime partners. Russia has entered the game with weapons, security forces, and military advisors. Every barrel of oil pulled out of African soil is tied to deals, diplomacy, and deep contest for influence. While Africa rises, two global giants quietly push their strategies across the continent. China builds rails, ports, highways, and massive infrastructure through the Belt and Road Initiative. In exchange, African nations sign long-term contracts giving China access to minerals and strategic ports. The United States cultivates alliances, military training missions, democratic institutions, aid programs, and regional partnerships. AFRICOM strengthens ties while Washington seeks alternative supply chains to reduce dependency on China. The result is a silent tug of war: influence through development versus influence through diplomacy. Both know one truth: whoever shapes Africa shapes the future global order. But here's the part often ignored: Africa is not merely a resource bank, it is becoming a global power center in its own right. A continent of 1.4 billion people, the fastest growing youth population, a rising tech ecosystem in cities like Nairobi, Lagos, Kigali, and Accra, expanding ports, financial districts, digital hubs, manufacturing zones. Africa is writing its own story, and the world is paying attention. Superpowers aren't just securing minerals, they are securing a relationship with a continent that will define global economics, energy, and technology in the decades ahead. Africa is rising with minerals that power our devices, oil that fuels economies, and a young population ready to transform the global workforce. The real question is, which superpower will shape its future? and how will Africa shape theirs? For more deep, sharp insights into global affairs, geopolitics, and world power shifts, visit my website www.manishgoswami.com, your destination for clear, intelligent global analysis. If you found this narration engaging, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to at Manish Sarji for more world affairs storytelling.